Hello everybody and welcome back to our Shadowyards playthrough. I'm sitting at 100 logistics rating. I'm fully maxed out on leadership, and this is the fleet that I'm going to go into battle with for this episode. We have 4 of these, what class are these again? The Scylla class cruisers. We have 5 of the Tartarus class ships that are considered the ship of the line, so that's why I have 5 of them. They are pretty awesome with their siege mode ability. We also have 3 of these phase frigates, phase tac frigates. They seem to be pretty powerful. They also come with the unique system of phase mines. I've tried to test those out in simulations, and it seems that they're not just like dropped, but if you're moving at all, they will just be dropped and then continue on with the movement that you were at before, you know, like inertia. They just keep going through space. But that's still, it's pretty interesting. They are just pretty powerful besides the phase mines. And then we have a couple of these frigates here, these that's just the kind of, what is it? Morningstar, that's what I'm looking for. The Morningstar class destroyers. And then we have some escort fighters here. I didn't go too crazy with the fighter wings this time, but I also do have a carrier. So these cruisers at the top all come with, I think these are sustained ion lasers and then high intensity lasers. They are very long ranged ships because they also come with, I was thinking they came with sentry drones. I was wrong. They come with Hydra phase drones. So they are just like a combat drone, and they seem to do okay. I've done them in test runs. But besides the high-intensity lasers, these ships all come with 2 of the medium CEPCs and then 3 burst lasers for point defense weapons. So that is the same for all of them. The carrier comes with a high-intensity laser, 2 missile racks. I have 3 burst PDs, and I think a couple of small CEPC weapons, and then maybe a medium CEPC weapon right there. So for the ship of the line, I guess I could just go into the refit screen here. They are all listed or made out the same. They have 2 medium CEPCs in the front. They have a wave beam, medium CEPCs all down the line, and then 4 burst PD lasers and a medium CEPC at the back. Whew, a lot of talking there. They also all have the vessel modernization, which again is a Valkyrian mod. So we have those are all identical. The phase attack ship comes with its own built-in phase energy projector, which is a pretty powerful weapon for a little frigate like this. And then they also have these 2 antimatter blasters. So it's a lot of burst damage when they come out of their phase and, you know, shoot, then they phase out, then they, you know, rinse and repeat. Then the Morningstar, I chose not to equip it with any missiles because I'm not really heavy missile fleet, and without a lot of missiles to overpower a ship's point defense systems, I don't think a couple missiles here and there are going to really do much. So I decided to not use those and instead pour that into vents and capacitors, as well as the vessel modernization. It also comes with a sustained ion beam, a CEPC, and 2 burst lasers on the back, and a IR pulse laser. So that's what those 2 ships have. I spent some time testing all these ships out in 1v1 scenarios and simulations, and they all do rather well when I'm piloting them. And I just noticed I have additional flux to use here. Okay. Or ordnance points, not flux. Really? I have more points there too? Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure how the computer is going to handle them, but when I was piloting them, they seemed to all do great. So we're going to go after the pirates. Leave. That pirate is actually heading down. So is this pirate group. Let's try to cut them off, because we only move at a 3 burn speed. We're very slow, but we're very powerful, I think. Let me try to cut off this fleet. If they start running for it, I will not be able to catch up. And boom. Darn it. Maybe if they swing back down around, and then we're like, Yassa! Haha. Pursue. Take personal command. Right now I'm looking for leveling up because I want to invest in technology and weapons trees now that my leadership tree is maxed out. So let's deploy a couple of these so you can see them in action. I will deploy. Let's take over this phase custom cruiser. There I come. Hoping we get these ships into a fight. Oh, well, would you look at that? Boom! And I also believe I didn't mention this, but the Morningstar, I believe, comes with the sensor drones. So you can see my my drones on this ship took out those missiles pretty darn easily. They make great point defense drones. And the battle should... Oh, they're chasing a frigate. Okay, that's okay. You should be able to catch up to the bigger pirate ships, I think. Well, I guess until that time comes, I should just auto-attack and at least see what's going on. Alright, so we have a phase drone frigates there engaged with this ship, and you can see them, you know, well, phasing in and out. They're not actually attacking, though. That's kind of odd. But we have the Morningstars engaged. I think our ship is now engaged, so I will disengage the autopilot. Try to make my way around here so I can fire. My ships always seem to be in my way. So yeah, we're just tearing this thing to pieces. Boom! I love this setup because it's just a bunch of lasers firing at once. It just looks cool to me. Just this constant stream. Try to get around. Here we go. Here's our next target. Oh, I forgot to mention, this thing actually comes with its own weapon system right in the middle of the ship. I believe. Right? Yeah, the phased graviton beam is in the middle of the ship there. Yeah, so it's basically the same reach as the high-intensity lasers, so it's a lot of lasers. Alright, send out the salvage teams, continue, destroy. Managed to get away. Lucky. It won't happen again. I don't want any of your technology. I will take this. Continue. We did gain some experience. Some crew members have been upgraded. We're probably going to have to go after a pirate planet to get any kind of fight going. This looks like a potential good target. Let's head over here. To force a fight is what I mean. Because we're so slow, we can't really catch up to a running fleet, so I think our best chances are going after a fleet that is there to protect their planet. Plus, I saw some big triangles over there, so we should have a good time. I think this is the first time I've ever had 100 logistics rating. This fleet is so massive. I don't think I've ever had so many ships of like good quality. Most of these things are flipping cruisers in this fleet. I think what I'm going to try is have the cruisers with the two high intensity lasers escort. Each one of them will escort one of the cruisers of the line, because when you're escorting, they're typically either off to the side or kind of behind the ship they're escorting, and that's where I would want them to be, because I want the ships of the line to kind of take all the damage since they have the siege mode. Alright, I'll show you here in what I'm talking about. Let's deploy everything. Deploy. Let me think. That nav buoy is really out there. Our fighters may have a chance to take that. Alright, so what I want is this. Heck, I'll even have the carrier escort this one. So hopefully these ships will always be either like kind of off to the side or behind, because they have the longer range, and the ships of the line have the siege mode, so they're like the tanks. So that's why I'm doing it that way. As far as our frigates go, I think for now... Oh, I just ordered myself to escort. That's funny. I just realized that. I guess we'll just have them escort these ships as well, because I don't want them fighting off on their own. The benefit of having a high leadership tree is a lot of command points to give. Something else I'm not really used to. Why is the carrier ahead? Is he escorting that one? Alright, so we managed to take the sensor array. Okay. So I want to form a line here, so let's have this guy go here. This destroyer go there. There. Like that. To have a solid line of cruisers and then their escorts behind is what I'm hoping is happening here. Okay. And then, yeah, kind of like what's going on with this ship. You know, stay behind the siege mode ship and just snipe with your high intensity lasers. That's my idea. Alright, what's the fleet looking like right now? So some of the ships heading over there. I think I'm going to head up to the right of the line. I think that's going to need more help. Yeah, look at this solid line of our cruisers. This is exactly what I wanted. Although some of our other phase cruisers are kind of going a little too far up, but that's okay. It's working so far. You have the solid line of tanks to kind of protect us. I help out this cruiser on the right here and crush their right flank. It's working. Come on, come on, come on. Now that's gone. So yeah, I think this worked. The escorts kind of get a little too aggressive, it looks like. But this time it worked out alright. Now that most of their fleet is crushed, we will now break our line and do search and destroy. Because they are in a rout. I don't know why that frigate decided to jump in front of me, but that's okay. So yeah, test run did pretty good. Again, some of the cruisers got a little crazy. I may just have to issue their own waypoints and it to be behind the oops. What do they call it? Tartarus class cruisers. Don't go in front of me. It's annoying. It's like, I'm driving here. What the heck? Alright. What's left? I think that's it. Excellent. So one of our fighter wings had to retreat, but that is it. We crushed that entire fleet. And now we're going to finish it off, I think. I'm going to pursue them. But yeah, that worked out pretty well. I think next time, if I have enough command points, I'm going to have these guys in the front. And instead of assigning them as escorts, because the escorts, I guess, do have a little free reign to move up. I don't want them to move past the Tartarus class cruisers. So I'll probably set another waypoint behind theirs for these guys to kind of sit back and snipe. I'll try that next time. Alright, send out the salvage teams. I do want to pursue. They do have a big ship there that we can catch. Probably the fighter's going to get away, but that's okay. We'll just deploy like this. Get one of our cruisers. I guess two of our cruisers will do. Then deploy our fighters. Oh, we need a carrier then too. Okay. Deploy. I don't care about their fighters. Let's go after their big ships. And watch the fun. Is that a nav buoy? That is a nav buoy. New orders. Take those nav buoys. I want to rob them of their speed and gain speed for our fleet to catch up to them. There we go. Got one of them. We should get the second one here soon. Excellent. Alright, that ship should be taken out soon. Watch some of this combat going. So far, I really am enjoying my time with the Shadowyards. I really like those ships. Especially with these Tartarus class, like they have really defined roles. Because this ship is built with a lot of forward firepower. The high intensity lasers were just kind of an added bonus that I found. Because I think their basic weapons that would be there would be the wave weapons. And I don't think those are as long of a range, but still... I kind of see these as a DPS since they have so much forward firepower. And then obviously these guys are the tanks with the siege mode. So I don't know. I just like the clearly defined roles there. And I also love their designs. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of the color scheme. I don't hate it. But like my only negative thing to say about it's not even really a negative. It's just more of a preference thing. But the colors are still fine. They're just... They aren't the colors I guess I would choose, but they look good. It's not like I'm looking at these like, oh my god, my eyes are burning. No, because they still look fine. It's just like green and teal aren't my favorite colors, so again, it's just personal preference. But the ship designs, I really like the ship designs. Really cool stuff. Anyway, is this battle over? Yeah, it's over. Did the big ship make it out of there? It did not. Excellent. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just talking. Alright, we neutralized it. Pick through the salvage. Any new weapons I want. We don't have ballistics. I'm pretty sure I have pulse lasers. Don't need that. Don't need that. think I have most of these missiles already. Maybe not the rocket launcher. So we'll take that. Take the fuel. Take all the supplies. And continue. Woohoo! Wow. Alright, so we have some more points to spend. Apparently I had points to spend from last time too, because I have 2 aptitude points now. So we'll drop them into combat. Missile speed is not a big deal, so we will instead go there, do that. Well, hold on. Do top speed. Okay. Do escape. I need some time for our combat readiness to get back up. So I'll just kind of hover out here outside of their defense fleets range and then go back in and kill some more. With having such a large fleet of cruisers, we have so much space for our supplies, so it's awesome. Because with like the smaller fleets, you kind of run into the issue of like after a battle, you need to kind of go back to a space station and repair. But we have so much room here in this fleet that we can just kind of sit here in space and just kind of hang out, you know, order a pizza, just kind of chill. All right, so our combat readiness is back up. Let's go back in. And we'll go after these guys. Movement to engage, continue. Okay, deploy all. We will have the fighters grab that, and then let's assign some waypoints. We have 10 total. Alright, so I want a solid line. Let's start from the left here. I guess the sensor array will be our left flank, kind of with a nebula, slows down ships. So we'll do there, there. Mess that up a little bit. This ship should have been going straight, but oh, it's no big deal. Alright, so we have 5 more, so then we'll have these other, that's me. We'll have these other cruisers like this, with their waypoints slightly behind. Okay. The carrier will go there. We have 1 more command point. And we have a lot of frigates, so we're going to have to assign them all to escort a specific ship, I think. Let's have them escort. This is the ship going to the right of our flank, so let's have them escort this guy. And as long as you give the same escort order, you don't need the command points. You only need like 1 command point to start the order for the escort, and then you can just kind of pigeon other ships on that same order. So we'll have all of our frigates escort this guy. This may be a little weird at the start of this fight because they're all going to be flying around. They may crash into each other. I can't rely on the piloting skills of the AI, but hopefully they don't damage themselves too much. And with all these frigates on the right and maybe with me on the left, we can keep our flanks from folding. So let's do it. Also with all our fighter support on the left as well. So let's see how this plays out. I'm very curious. I hope it works as it is in my mind, with the heavy cruisers in the front and the snipers behind. I hope that's how this plays out. I have no more command points to issue orders, so kind of stuck with what I got. Yeah, I thought this was going to happen over here. Alright, so we have a couple of their fighters coming in. That guy stopped there. These guys should be stopping soon. I hope I didn't place them too far away from each other. And I'm hoping our fighters can take out theirs. Looks like our destroyer's getting a little zealous, going into the nebula. Not exactly what I want him to do. But it's okay. We have some support here from some other cruisers. Looks like some pirate ships are coming in. Our right flank is fine. So I will stay over here. Our line is kind of shifting a little further up than I would want. I mean, look, because like their waypoints are back here, but now they're way up here. It's a little far, but it's okay still. We're not in danger. As long as we don't go too much further. So is this about as far as like... They're still going forward? I figured there's like an area around the waypoint that they can't leave. Alright, maybe they've reached it now. Okay. So, they started turning around about... let's see, their waypoint's there. So like a square and a half in this grid. So that's the area. Alright. Okay. See, I don't know these things, because I don't really use the waypoints that often. Alright, looks like we're all going back to the waypoints. This ship is very slow. I think it's in siege mode still. That's why it's going so darn slow. This is kind of odd. The AI is not coming at me. Oh, no, they retreated. Oh my god, what? We didn't even fight yet. I didn't even notice their retreat message. I was too busy paying attention to the movements of my allies to see, you know, how far they can go from their waypoints. Oh my god, you cowards. Ah! Damn you, pirates. Okay, man, alright, harry the reserves. The pirate fleet maneuvers for another engagement. Okay, moving to engage. Continue. Gonna have to start worrying about our combat readiness here, but okay. Deploy. Fighters go for the nav buoy. Let's set up another line here. We'll do... So if I place it back here, the ship can drift up to about there. So we'll do back here. Oh, damn it, I just gave myself the order again. Ah. Oh. I hate doing that. Okay. We'll have these frigates escort the ships on the right. Okay. Oh, I don't think I gave the carrier an order. So, since I gave my ship an order, I'm going to transfer command to my carrier. Because without an order, who knows what the heck this thing will do. Probably just rush up right to the enemy and get itself killed. So I will assume control. Even though I don't really want to pilot this thing. Just kind of stay in the back and go where I'm needed. Actually, I'll probably hang out towards the left since that's where our fighters are. That would make more sense to position myself there. Alright. Looks like we're getting some engagements here. And the enemy fleet is already running. Okay, well maybe I should just let my fleet do whatever it wants to, because this enemy fleets they're not fighting me. They're just flipping running. That's no fucking fun. Or sorry. I want to see flipping combat here, and the damn AI is running away. Before like even battles join, like their fighters go in and get destroyed. And then they run. I spent all this time laying out a battle plan because I want to try, you know, tactics out for once instead of just letting the AI do whatever they want and get destroyed. And now the AI won't fight me. Uh... Well, at least most of them are not combat ready, but on the same front, most of our ships are no longer combat ready. But we will harry their reserves, we will pursue them, take personal command, and deploy whatever we can. Deploy these to the left. Alright, deploy. Hopefully I guess we'll crush their fleet now without a proper fight. Which is not fun to watch, it's not fun to play. But that's what the AI is forcing me into. I wanted to see a flipping cool line of all of our ships, you know, in formation. Anyway, whatever. We'll just destroy these ships now. I would have much rather fought these guys, not destroy them for free. I did that so that my auto weapon fire would focus on this ship. That's why I targeted it. Alright, is there anything else I could catch up to? Yes, there is. Alright, so we're gonna go forward here, let my other ships handle that cruiser back there. Man, I'm so bummed. I think these could have been good fights, but the AI just kept running away. Now we just get to kill them for free. Alright, I think that may be the last thing I can catch up to. But I will assign a auto order there. Let's get all of our fighters. I should have gave them orders earlier to get these faster ships. He's just slowly chipping away at these fighters. He's like, hey! Hey! Where are you guys going? There you go. Hopefully the other fighters should be coming up here soon. Finish these guys off quicker. Are you going to fire at that fighter, or are you just going to circle around it? There we go. I knew you guys could do it. And they get away. Well, sorry everybody. I wanted to try and show a good fight, but it was not in the cards. We had kind of one. We had one good fight earlier. Continue, destroy, pick through. I don't want any of your whack weapons. Take most of your supplies so I can repair. Let's see, we have room for your fuel, so I'll take that and continue. And I will take the level up, thank you very much. And we will level up. Target analysis. So we have destroyed the defensive fleets at these two stations, basically. I'm going to just kind of sit out here and repair, get our combat readiness back up, and probably just go back in and keep fighting these pirates until our allies send a boarding fleet, which hopefully comes soon. Until then, I'll just keep these defensive fleets destroyed. So, thanks for watching this episode, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Take care.